We always call the lion the king of the jungle. But honestly, when you actually look at the raw biological data, the tiger makes a terrifyingly strong case for the crown. Let's look at exactly why.
To really grasp the sheer, terrifying scale of a tiger's power, just consider the number 3. A tiger's roar is so immensely powerful, so deep that it can literally be heard from 3 kilometers away. It's basically a biological sonic boom echoing through the forest, a built-in warning system letting every single creature in the vicinity know exactly who's in charge.
And that absolute dominance? It certainly doesn't stop when the sun goes down. While we humans are out there stumbling around in the dark, a tiger's night vision is a staggering 6 times better than ours. They are perfectly engineered machines, built from the ground up to rule the shadows. So, let's dive right into this explainer and see how they actually pull this off.
Here is our roadmap for today. First, we'll cover tiger subspecies, then their physical anatomy, hunting tactics, night and water traits, and finally, their conservation status.
Starting off with Section 1, tiger subspecies and populations.
So, there are primarily 6 surviving subspecies of tigers in the world today. We've got the Bengal, the Siberian, the Sumatran, the Indo-Chinese, Malayan, and the South China tiger. It's a really diverse family spread across some wildly different environments.
But when we look at their geographical stronghold, the Bengal tiger really holds the numbers. And get this, here is a fantastic piece of data for you. A massive 70% of the entire global tiger population lives right in India. It is without a doubt the absolute epicenter for the species.
Moving on to Section 2, Anatomy of a Hunter. The sheer size of an adult male tiger is, well, it's simply staggering. We're talking up to 220 kilograms, stretching to about 3 meters in length. And that's not just passive bulk, right? That is dense, explosive muscle. Just to put that into perspective, a tiger possesses enough raw strength in a single front paw to break a buffalo's neck with one strike. Just let that level of power sink in for a second.
And then you have their primary weapons, those lethal 4-inch teeth. These are precision-evolved tools, designed specifically for gripping and tearing heavy prey. Let me tell you, once those lock in, there is virtually no escape.
But amidst all this terrifying power, there's actually a really beautiful, highly unique signature to each animal. Just like human fingerprints, no 2 tigers in the world have the exact same stride pattern. Every single one has a completely unique coat. And this isn't just some fun trivia fact, this is actually how researchers and conservationists are able to identify and track individuals out in the wild.
Section 3, the art of the ambush. Because they're solitary, tigers rely on absolute stealth before launching a surprise attack, hitting burst speeds of up to 60 kilometers per hour over short distances.
But here is a pretty surprising reality check for you. Even with all that blinding speed and 220 kilograms of muscle, 90% of their hunts actually end in failure. Yeah, only 1 in 10 attempts is successful. This shows exactly why they have to be such incredibly patient, calculated hunters. They simply can't afford to waste energy, so every single move has to be highly strategic.
Which brings us to Section 4, Master of Night and Water.
Remember that stat about their night vision from the very beginning of our explainer? Well, the exact scientific term behind those glowing, piercing eyes in the dark is the tapetum lucidum. It's this special reflective layer right inside the eye that literally bounces light back through the retina. That's what grants them that incredible ability to see 6 times better than us at night. It is a massive, massive tactical advantage for a nocturnal hunter.
And here's a trait that totally contradicts what we usually think we know about felines. Tigers absolutely love to swim. Unlike your typical domestic house cat that flees from a single drop of water, tigers are phenomenal swimmers. They'll spend hours just resting in bodies of water to beat the intense heat of the jungle. It's a really unique and fascinating quirk within the cat family.
Section 5, From Invincibility to Vulnerability.
Now, the data here tells a pretty tragic story. Just a century ago, the global tiger population stood at roughly 100,000 strong. Today, that number has plummeted to just a few thousand left in the wild. It is a dramatic, heartbreaking decline for the world's greatest apex predator.
So what exactly caused this? Well, the primary drivers of this rapid decline are entirely human-caused. We're talking widespread deforestation, relentless illegal poaching, and rapid habitat loss. The king of the jungle is quite literally losing its kingdom.
But I do want to pivot to a highly hopeful note here.
this situation is not without a fight. Conservation initiatives, specifically India's Project Tiger, have been working tirelessly. And the really amazing news is that the data shows it's actually working. Because of these dedicated efforts, tiger numbers in India have seen a consistent, measurable increase in recent years. It proves that with the right initiatives, human intervention absolutely can save this incredible species.
We've covered their devastating power, their hidden stealth, and their ongoing fight for survival. And true understanding really is the first step to better conservation. So I want to leave you with this thought. If an animal engineered to be this perfect can be pushed to the brink, what does that mean for the rest of our natural world? Thanks for joining me for this explainer.